Hi everybody. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make the spikes. I get a lot of requests on how I make my spikes look so perfect. It's really simple and I'm going to show you how. So we're going to make spikes to go on the back of this bow that I made in the previous video. And what you're going to need, this is what it'll look like. These are the spikes. I like my spikes to stick out a lot wider. Some people just barely make them cover, but I just think it gives it a special look. So this is what I'm going to show you how to make. Okay, so you're going to need ribbon. Now what I do, I will measure this. I usually cut my spikes to 6 inches unless I make a real little bow, but this is almost a 3 inch wide bow. So if you don't want them to stick out as far, you could just, I think they say the rule of thumb is 2 inches wider than your bow, but I just like mine a little wider. So I'm going to cut my pieces. Usually when you do 6 inch, you're going to need, this is the way I do it. I usually cut whatever, I guess I'll show you on this one, whatever this top one's going to be, you need to make sure that you start out with the same one on the bottom. So in this case, I want the black to be at the top instead of the same color, just to give it some contrast. So I'm going to cut 5 pieces of the black and 4 pieces of the pink, hot pink and black stripe, zebra stripe. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut them. You don't have to worry about heat sealing them yet. You're going to take them and you make sure that they're even. And I usually do 2 at a time just because it's easier. Oh, I guess I better tell you what all you need, huh? You're going to need your glue gun. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need your lighter to heat seal. You're going to need your string. And then you're going to need, this is where this Salon clip comes in handy. This is the bigger one. So you're going to need that. Okay, so you're going to take these and you're going to put 2 together. You're going to fold it. Sorry, not very good at watching here. Okay, you're going to take it and you're going to fold it downward to where they meet. So it looks like that. And then I usually flip my hand under it. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut at an angle. Just to, if you want, let's see, how do I say this? If you want a definite V, you know, like really big, like this, then you want to angle your scissors more downward. If you want a smaller V, then you just don't angle them as much. That comes off, and then this is what you have. I don't know why, but you can't see that. Then what I do is I make sure that these are even, because sometimes you don't get them cut perfectly on the ends, so I make sure this is even, and then when you come down here, just flip it over, and it may not be even down here, but they are down here. So this is, you just want to do this the same way. Just make sure that your points are even here. Otherwise you're going to have a crooked cut. So, okay, so I'll show you again on the black. Make sure they're even. Flip it downward. There's your cut. Okay, so even, make sure they're even again down here, and then come to this end. And here's an example. This is not, I didn't cut it quite as even. If you can see that. This one's a little bit longer than this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and just fold it. And then you use that top one as a pattern. Okay, so then you're gonna have this extra one. So then what I do with this is you just fold it in half and then fold it downward and then make your cut. Then you're gonna heat seal. You definitely want to make sure they're good and heat sealed because you don't want ugly spikes. You want them to look professional as much as possible. And no, I didn't do those. Okay, almost done. Those I did. Okay, so we're going to start with the black. So what I do is I make an X with the black. It doesn't have to be perfect because you can move it around. Then your next layer is going to be the hot pink and black. And the secret is you want them touching. So you want them to touch there and there. And the same way with here, there and there. Then another layer of black. Make sure they're touching. And then this, same thing. See how I moved that? So you can just move it back. And then pink and black again. Now I want this black one to go here, so there's not really room. So what you're going to do is you're just going to move them up a little bit, squeeze them together. Okay, so now I have room for my black piece. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in the middle, and then I'm just going to come over here because it's not going to move on me, and then I'm going to grab it underneath. Make sure you get it all in your hand. Then you pick it up, and then you're going to take your big Salon clip, your monster Salon clip, and then you're going to put it across the center so that the V's, here we go back to the V's, this V and this V are across from each other. If I put this piece of paper behind it, you can see it better. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So then you take your string. So this is the front, so I'm gonna, again, start from the back. You go down, just like we did with the twisted boutique bow. Then you're gonna flip it over, make a quick, like you're gonna tie a shoe, just one time. Then you're gonna go back down through it. Flip it back over, keep it kind of taut. Wrap it once, wrap it twice. And then you're going to pull it, get it good and taut, and then you're going to pull it quick and hard, just like that. And you can let go. It's not going to go anywhere. Then you tie it again, go through it twice, and then I do it a third time. And you can cut your string. Now, I just put it down and kind of push it. Now, I know it doesn't look perfect, but it will. So now you can still adjust it. So you can pretty much just kind of put them together like you're going to Like you want them, I guess I should say. This one's a little shorter, so you just want to give it a little tug. You just want them even all the way around. Okay, that looks good. And this one might need to come down just a tad. Okay, now here's the secret. You can wait till after you attach the bow onto here, or you can do it now, which I like to do it now. I don't know why, I just do. So I start, doesn't matter which side you start with, and I put a dot of glue right there, and I mean just a dab of glue. And then you just lay that right across there. And you just go around and do that. Now if you can, I usually put it on this one actually. And just work your way around. Sometimes you have to do a little adjusting. Trying to be quick. So just a dot of glue. And then it's going to keep them in place so that they still look nice. And I'll probably have to trim that one up because it's a little long. Or move this one. Couple more. Normally I take my time at it more than this, but for the sake of the video, I'm just trying to get it done. Okay, now you remove all the glue strings or cobwebs. Okay, so this one is still a little long, so I'm just going to trim him up a little bit. But there again, just put your corners together. Give it a quick heat seal. Much better. Okay, there is your spikes. And then you can, if you want, you can always put your boa on there first, or you just glue this on. And then once I get everything on, and I'll put my back, the bow on the back, then I take string and wrap it again, which I'll show you all that in another video of how to put everything together. But those are the spikes. And that's how I keep them together and looking nice. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. And again, I'll put a link to my Facebook page. So thanks for watching.